Today's puzzle by giving a shout out to Johan VA for submitting this puzzle. A very interesting and instructive one. Now, material is even in the starting position. And first off, I would like to say that the computer points out that after knight f4, the best move is queen c4, and that in this position, black has a nice positional advantage after a move like queen d4, and the computer gives almost +1 advantage for black, which is nice, but it's nothing crushing. So knight f4, if you're considering that, yes, it is a good move, but it doesn't give us a winning position, such as the solution of this puzzle. So what are we looking at here? The white king on g1 looks safe, so we're not looking for a checkmate attack. We're probably looking to win some material, and in this case, I often say look for undefended pieces, and I think that is the key to today's puzzle. There is one piece which looks like it is defended, but it is actually not. So maybe you can think about that if you haven't solved the puzzle yet. Which piece looks like it is protected but is in fact not protected? And the answer is it's the knight on g3. Why do I say the knight is not actually protected? Because its only defender is the pawn on f2, but that pawn is actually pinned to the king on g1, and that is the key to the solution here. Now there is an exchange here possible, and that is exactly what we want to do, so that we lure the dark squared bishop onto an unprotected square, and suddenly both these pieces are unprotected, and therefore we're going to win one of them with the simple retreating move queen c7, a double attack against the bishop on c3 and the knight on g3. If the bishop drops back to b2, we're simply going to take on g3, and that's why I said this was the key to the entire puzzle, noticing the pin here along the dark square diagonal against the king on g1. If after queen c7, if white realizes that both pieces are hanging and tries to defend the bishop on c3 with the knight, that is not enough, as we are simply going to remove the defender of the bishop here, and after white recaptures, we are now going to take on c3. In both cases, we have simply won a piece and we have a completely winning position. So very well done.